New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Check. Go. Waiting. Check. 45. Kill. Lost the curl. 45. Hey, Echo. You can't hang. It's done.
On first down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wentz going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No chance. No chance.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
He's checking.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, zoom. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Let's get this.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch twist. Great 15.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Let's go, dude.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
We play to win.
7-7, our score after 1. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 3-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On play action, Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 2nd and very short, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, watch this.
Wentz now on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Mixon with a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, eluding the pressure right. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mike, 45.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple, Wilson got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to put...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, keep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He finds his target, Beckham. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Wilson, flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, there's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
Tackle made by Deidron Sinnott.
Brings up second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wentz on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the toe.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson steps away to his left. He completes it to Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Let's get it.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. You must be drinking. Wide. Get wide.
On first down, Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Man, 5-7. Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Yeah, let's go second.
Right back to him on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson forced out to his... Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Go. Motion. 58. Bang out.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the curl. Check 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun to give to Mixon. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.